The first one, Mason and Maddie got me
Oh yeah. Dude, my ass.
20 physical copies of Pokemon ROM hacks. I have a photo that I'll send to Mason to show on the screen.
I didn't do fucking shit.
So far, I've not tested every single one. Only one of them so far seems to be corrupted.
Dude, that hurts me, dude.
Where every time I put it in and taken it out, at some point during the boot animation, like the loading menu, does it get corrupted and start making really crunchy sounds?
It's not Moemon, is it?
No, it's not that one.
All right, cool.
It was it was one with like a kind of a gory text, and apparently it's like supposed to be a scarier Pokemon game with like murder and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Sick,
dude.
Maybe the corruption's part of the gameplay.
Well, that's what I thought, and so I left it on for like 10 minutes, and it never it gets to a point where it's so fucked up it just like freezes and can't do anything until I restart it. And every time I turn it on, it's a different spot. But I did. And the one game that I was like the most excited about, because I hadn't heard about any other ones except for this one, was Pokemon My Ass version, which is just basically a very offensive. I mean, I wouldn't even know. So far, I don't know that I'd say that it's offensive, but they did
crude.
put it's crude. Yeah, that's the word.
Not safe for kids edition.
And so, like in the boot, like while you're setting up your character, it's like, hey, what's your name, and are you a girl or a boy? And then right after that, it's like, just letting you know that the game only works if you choose boy. And I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, it's so funny that they couldn't have just fixed that where you can't choose.
No, I think that's on purpose.
I chose girl.
You think so?
And it works fine so far.
Oh.
I think they just put it in there to like just fuck with you.
Okay.
And so like you walk out of the house, and everything in the house is normal. But you walk out of the house and you go to this fucking first sign that's there, and it's like, fuck you. And then you go and talk to this kid who's standing right next to it. He's like, fuck you, guy. And then when you get to, what's the fucking other city outside of Pallet Town where you go first?
Brock's Lair.
Wherever the first city is, you go to the mart where you have to bring the package back to Professor Oak.
Oh yeah.
And you go and get the package, and he's like, "Hey, bring this back to Professor Oak." And you go to Professor Oak. He's like, "Oh, sweet, the porn I've been waiting on." And then he's like, "Anyway, choose, whatever."
Yeah.
So is it just the same game, but like
it's all of the text has changed. Like there's one part where you walk up to some kid who's just a regular NPC who doesn't do anything, and he's like, "La la 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 la," and it's like, "Do you want to punch him in the face?" And you hit yes, and he's like, "Fuck you, bitch! Why'd you hit me?" Like. All of the text has changed. Apparently, some of the sprites are changed. Like Brock, I think, is supposedly wearing like a leather bikini when you go to fight him.
Hell yeah.
So I think I like that game makes me want to talk to every NPC just to figure out what all the text is that is in that game.
Dude, my ass
sounds
version.
cool.
So I do want to try a couple others. I was a little sad that one didn't work, but having a physical copy is cool, and I'll just download the ROM.
Yeah. Dude, you should open up one of those, see what's inside.
Because I feel like curious. They're reprogrammed cartridges, like of the fucking like.
I just wonder if they're like, are they like those carts that you get of like 500 games in one, where they're just like they're boards, but they have those like black splotches on them, so you can't fuck with it.
So the thing that I think is kind of interesting, and I don't know that that's the case, and maybe I will open one up, is that it seems like the flash memory or whatever it is that's storing the game is a little bit slower than regular GBA games, because I thought the Pokemon My Ass version game froze when I saved, because the audio was playing and then it was like saving, do not power off, and the audio was playing and then it stopped, and then it was like 3 seconds, and it's a solid 3 seconds every time I save the game that it just freezes and then comes back to normal. So I think the flash storage is just like way slower, and that's probably why either that one cartridge has been overwritten so many times, or the flash storage is corrupted because he's buying them from China for like $3 a pop.
So that's the one thing that's really cool, is that they look incredible.
Legit. They look insanely real.
Like I've definitely I know we've all seen repro like Pokemon carts. They're like a problem, but like, dude, these look like it's not just like
it's the
stickers
art.
are
sticker
nice,
art,
and like. It's bizarre.
The one thing I'll say, I didn't really mess with Sean's, but you also got me a Fire Emblem ROM hack.
Have you put that in?
I did put it in, and I turned it on, and I loaded it up, but I didn't play much.
Okay.
But I checked it out to make sure, and like got in, and was like, I mean, that's a whole like different game somebody made just using the same engine. I don't know how it works. I remember Dylan and some other people I knew like have messed with that a little bit. Where Fire Emblem, somebody's made like some kind of editor where you can just open it up. You can design maps and character sprites and just put them in, and you can make basically a whole game. So that's what this is. The back, like I could pull apart the plastic, like the two. It's basically it's like screwed in. So the one plastic, like there's one screw holding it, and I could pull it. I didn't mess with it, obviously, but I noticed. I was like, oh, that's weird. This seems so I'm sure some of them it's like they buy the cases. It could be reprogrammed, but
I think they're more than likely just duplicate boards.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think
$3
anyone's buying
from
shitty
50
games
cents from fucking China.
Yeah, it was probably easier to do that than to get
Reprogram
shitty
a cart.
games and reprogram them.
Because I mean, they sell like cartridges or it's not cartridges,
Like
cartridge
writable?
slot readers that you can plug in through USB to write to
Yeah,
and overwrite any game if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, dude, the crazy thing is about these games I don't remember the first time I saw it, but I think I just typed in like ROM hack GBA something on like Google and I found these Etsy pages. If you guys ever go look, like if you type in like ROM hack on Etsy or eBay, dude, there's some wild fucking physical ROM hacks. Dude, there's this guy on Etsy who does like super fucking weird ones where it's like there's one called like Smash Remix, which is a ROM. These are N64 carts. There's a 007 that is based off of Rick Astley. So it's like a Rick Roll 007 cart.
oh my god.
And like you're Rick Astley and I think like his music plays. Dude, there's some wild shit on
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I
in
believe
the
it. Dude,
ROM
so-
hack like physical market.
Steve I know has Vinny Vinesauce.
I mean,
So I mean, half of
The
his
Mario
half of his
corruptions.
half of his videos are corruptions, where he finds people who make mods for games which corrupt the game. So when he's playing it, random fucking wacky shit
like
happens.
the Tim Allen Super Mario 64.
yeah, exactly like that. And
The one that's all Vinny.
yeah, dude, it is me, Vinny.
It is me, Vinny.
It is me, Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I thought that was a really cool gift. Really cool gift idea. If you know anyone who's out there who enjoys Pokemon, I think that's a really cool gift idea.
My ass version.
Pokemon My Ass version or any physical ROM hack, really cool idea. Honestly, has inspired me now to buy a broken Game Boy and try and upgrade it. So actually, let me go check to see if I won that $66 Game Boy.
Yeah, I told Danielle, I was like, tell him to like charge his SP.
What's this?
That's what she said. She said, what's this?
What's this?
I said it's a Game Boy.
Hey, I like it. Picasso.